Welcome back to DIY. My name's Caity Figiel-Hickey, and holding the paintbrush over there is my craft buddy, Jillian Renouf.
Hey there, folks. Tired of your dorm room looking like, well, your dorm room, especially when Tinder dates come over? Don't worry, we have just the solution for you. Today, we will be building some beautiful corkboards.
Now, of course, we're going to need a few things for this, so let's get those materials up on the screen for you so you can follow along at home. So we're going to start, of course, with that hollowed out frame. We are just using a board today. Simple. You don't need something fancy. Next, you're going to need a glue gun, maybe a ruler, some paint brushes, some paint colors of your choice, and, of course, a couple thousand wine corks.
Ooh! Tell me about the colors you brought us today, Caity, for paint.
So for today, we've got 3 that I've brought over here. First things first, we got the turquoise. Thing with this one, you know, you make it a little bit more blue, it's suddenly Tiffany blue, but for legal reasons, it's just turquoise. Next here, we just got white.
Or as the Spanish call it, blanco.
Look at that, didn't even know it. You know, whatever. It's white. Next, we got Tutti Frutti. And Jill, do you want to explain why this one's special to me?
So I brought this actually from my personal collection from home, and it's well, probably one of my favorites that we have that I have at home. It's Tutti Frutti. Really enjoy Tutti Frutti as a flavor. So it's also a jelly bean.
It is, and you know what we say over here, you know, this is Jill. She's Jilly Beans Banana. She's, of course, always my #1.
And you know, I'm on Etsy. I'm on Instagram if you want to follow us on that. I see that you're starting to pour the paint, Caity, so we'll just get right to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start gluing down some corks. So what you're going to want to do first things first.
Hold on, what's step 1? You got to start at step 1. You got to
It's
start
true.
at the beginning.
You're right. I got to start at the beginning. And the beginning is mapping it out. You know, I sometimes get lost without a GPS. I get a little bit confused here and there. And with corkboards, it's kind of the same deal. What you going to do if you don't have a GPS? Which bus are you going to know to take? I wouldn't know, so I just map it out first.
Everything.
Exactly.
You know, you just got to make sure everything's going in a good spot. And I'm going to quickly tell you, too, here, of course, if you're running out of space and you need something to kind of just go ahead and fix a little bit of a space, you know, maybe there's a little bit on the side you just can't get to. That's why you got the knife over here. I don't know why I called it a knife. It's a thing. Anyways, all you're going to do is you're going to put it on, you know, your cutting board, and then you're just going to slice it wherever you need it just to make up that little bit of space, just to make sure that you got everything filled in there. I'm not going to do it on camera. I'm a pro. I don't need to.
It's true. She is a pro. She's been doing this for years. She's a maker, an artist, and a beautiful person.
Why, thank you, Jill.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Wow.
You
Did
know?
not see that one coming, ever.
So of all of the wine corks on here, what would you say is your favorite of all of these ones that we've got?
My favorite is, of course, down here. It's the Scarbolo. That one over there, it's special to me. It's got a good place in my heart. She's the one over here who bought it, so of course, why am I ever going to hate it? It's free wine.
Just like most of these bottles for both of us, you know. We've had some good nights. We have some nights that I can't really remember, but it's always good to create memories out of these
You know,
things.
sometimes the best memories are the ones you don't remember. So,
That's
of
true.
course, we're going to keep gluing these ones down, and then we're going to be taking a short break. Once we come back, you know, we're going to be having a big art segment. We're going to be taking a look at something that I made with some sugar that you can make at home.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us again. Shortly, Caity will be taking us on her sweet weekend ride.
You know, it's true. It's something that, like, it's just really interesting for me to do. The team has been spending all morning guessing what it is. So let's take a look at what I did.
What was that magical creature?
Well, I'm sure that most of you have guessed it by now, but of course that was supposed to be Mickey Mouse. Looked a little bit like Sonic, if I do say so myself. You know, I'm not the artist here.
But, you know, you really did well with that sugar. It was a sweet, sweet journey for me.
Well, thank you, Jill.
You know, just, did you save all the sugar in the end? What'd you do?
Nope, so absolutely at the end, I just threw it right out.
We'll be right back after the glue finishes drying.
And then you can see everything we got.
We're back, and our glue has finally finished setting.
Now, of course, this here would be your final product. You know, painting those extra little corks, you just get that extra kind of creative feel going on. It gives you a little bit artsy. Of course, we know how many of you guys are students, and this is the perfect project for your dorm room. You know, so of course, you got the different colors going between it. That way you can see it. This up here is kind of where you're going to need those extra little bits. That's why I didn't show you how to do it. I knew it was coming up. But yeah, just look at that beautiful piece we've got.
And there are other things you can do with wine corks.
So many things.
And one thing that you thought of that was really ingenious last night while we were, of course, drinking wine.
Of course. What do you think we get all these from?
What else would we be doing, really? Is you made this beautiful wreath I'd like to share with everybody. It's a finished product. It looks really beautiful. You got I can see a couple of Pinot Grigio corks, so I know you contributed to this wreath. You really did, in more than one way, I would say. And I feel that maybe you could hang it in your house. Maybe you could hang it on your door. You can hang it
on your door, because you know who's going to love it? Your Tinder dates who are coming over.
They might also think you're an alcoholic, but that's fine, because that's what we go for here on DI Wine.
Now, the other thing, too, of course, we do have our finished products here. You guys can take a look. Of course, this one's super easy. You just pop them in, you pop them out. It's easy to do. You don't need anything else. But we do have a few photos that our viewers have submitted. You know, there's some different pieces of art. So let's take a first look over at the first one that we got. You guys are going to love it. So this one here is, of course, submitted by Brandon. We love Brandon here. And that is a portrait of Topher. I do apologize. You know, you just got to imagine what he looks like standing up. That was my bad.
In my imagination, though, he has shorter hair. He does need a haircut, doesn't he?
He does need a haircut, you know.
Yeah.
That's just the way that it goes. Now, we're also going to quickly just take a look at our next photo as well. Oh, we got a beautiful tree.
Ooh, who submitted that?
That one there was submitted by Elizabeth, you know, Elizabeth Badori. She's just an amazing girl. And look at that tree. I know it's a little bit outdated, but you know.
I know, yeah. But you know, it's never a bad time for Christmas. And you know, on that note, every day is Christmas in my mind, especially when there's wine involved.
And you know, you got your wreath ready. We can always do it. It's not a problem. And of course, this has been DI Wine. You know, we're here every single week. We're showing you different things of what to do. But that's all that we've got for you today, sadly, folks. You know, you can join us next week when we find out why Jill has so many wine corks on hand.
I don't even know.
It's just a time.
I don't even know.
We'll see you next week, everyone.